We're live. Heroes, welcome to another episode. It's been stressful, hasn't it? Very stressful. This is stressful.
This is as tense as I've ever been before doing an episode.
This feels like the hashtag show's back. This is the level of tension that used to exist way back in the original days, even before you were on board.
Yeah.
When it was me, Mal, and Gary. This was the level of tension that existed in Mal's house.
The journey over here started tense. I've amped it up by deciding to go the drive-through at the busiest time of the week as well to get a McDonald's, and then I've managed to eat basically an entire McDonald's while you tried to get the door open to your own studio, which you couldn't do.
That was brutal, man. Do you know? Right, see the keys. So I went to Timpson's, right? It's called Timpson's. Is that what it's called? Timpson's? Right.
The key guy.
The one I call is called Hunson's. So I went to Timpson's, the key guy, right? I was getting 4 keys, but they're different types of keys. So I don't know the technical name for keys, right? 2 big long ones, 2 wee short ones. What are the long ones? It's like, it's got a neck on it and a head. A right good shaft and a head on it. What are they keys called?
It's just, I don't know.
Keys?
There may be some technical trade name for it, but
No, an old fashioned, like a long and then a
like an old fashioned shed key.
aye.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So 2 of them.
Right.
2 of them.
Yeah.
And 2 Yale keys.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
For different locks.
For what does it matter? It's 4 different keys. Aye, it's 4 different keys. What do you mean for different locks?
Well,
You're the fucking Polish. What are you talking about?
so he just gave you 4 keys, but they're no for anything.
I'm going to be honest with you. That was never a question Timpson's asked me. At least for 4 different locks. What does he need to know what lock is for? It's just a fucking key. Cut it. Cut that key and cut your shite. Timpson.
So wait. He gave you 4 keys.
No.
Oh, you gave him.
What happened was I was walking past Timpson's and the guy went, Baldy, what? Come here. And he just gave me 4 keys and then off and wouldn't that be a fucking good TV show? Timpson's just give you a key and you've got to fucking fun out.
That's what I thought you were talking.
No. So we got
You
this.
get 4 keys, you've got to discover what they're for. I'm like,
That would be a great show.
and you're like, it doesn't matter. He's giving them for nothing. It doesn't matter.
We could get who is Lloyd Grossman still alive?
That's a good question. I think it is. I've not heard of his demise.
So
So
fucking think of the money he's made off his sauces. He fucking loves a sauce, the boy Grossman. That's a TV show. Lloyd Grossman, hologram hosts it, right? AI Lloyd Grossman. And it's a kind of version of Through the Keyhole, but you've got to fund the keyhole. You've got to fund the hole for the key.
right. And are there any clues to where?
Aye.
Right. Okay.
There's clues.
So I mean, you staying within the town, or are we talking?
International. International. Right? It's an 8-part series. And by the 8th part, you will not be on the continent you started. That's the only stipulation. You will not finish on the continent that you started.
Okay.
Right? Everything's covered. So for example, if I give you a clue and you need to go to let's just say local, right? You go to the Timpsons in Hamilton, and the first clue takes you to
East Kilbride.
Fraserburgh. No, it's a fucking serious show, mate. East Kilbride. Fraserburgh, right? When you pick up the clue from Timpson's, and it'll always start at a Timpson's sponsorship, you will be given a key and an envelope. In that envelope will be the exact amount of money needed to get you to the next.
All right. Okay.
Right? So if you, for example, use any of that money for food or drink, then you're fucked. That's the exact amount of travel.
Survival show as well.
It's the exact amount of travel. And also there's a timing element because Timpson sell watches, right? So you'll be given a watch by Timpson's, right? And the battery will expire. And if that battery expires, so if the watch stops and you've no minute to the next clue, the clue blows up. Like Mission Impossible.
Well,
shit.
what if you've got 6 episodes left?
Wrong button.
Go on then.
And this is the theme tune. Timpson's Keys. Coming up this week, Stephen and Joan trying to get the Fraserburgh. Right, so you've got to get to the clue before the Timpson's watch stops. Otherwise, it's fucking, this mess will self-destruct. So you'd have cunts like running to get to the boathouse in Fraserburgh, and then fucking
Another
team. DJ Gibbo here. Quick one. Hope you're enjoying this episode, first and foremost. There are a number of ways that you can support the show. You can follow us on social media, or you can become a hashtag hero. It's the best way to support the show, and it's the only way to hear every single episode in its entirety and without interruption. Because the thing is, when this episode stops playing for the council scumbags, the show continues on Patreon for heroes. Now, I'm not here to say that all hashtag heroes are better than council scumbags. That's not for me to say. But what I will say is that people who are hashtag heroes, who give back to the show, who give back to the podcast that has given them so much over the years, those people live happier lives, live longer lives, and are having more frequent sex. That's a fact. We've done a poll. So if you want to feel better about yourself, if you want to have more sex in your life, and you want to listen to each of these episodes in their entirety without interruptions like this, become a hashtag hero. Go to thehashtagshow.co.uk. You can follow the links there to Patreon, or you can go to patreon.com/the hashtag show, and you can sign up today. You will get every episode in its entirety, uninterrupted, along with any extra content that we put out. Become a hashtag hero. You deserve it. You can't be a scumbag your whole life.
I don't think anybody's going to do it.
Of course they will.
I mean, who's
Mate, just so the cunts that go like they wouldn't that fucking hunted thing with the police, which is all bullshit anyway. But that thing people go, oh, you'll never escape the police. Cunts do it all the time.
What's the prize needs to be mega?
It will be a gift voucher for Timpson's. Unlimited watch battery supply and key cutting.
So the keys that he's given,
I don't feel as if you're getting this. This is one of the greatest fucking television pitches ever.
It's a great idea. I just feel that I think people will die probably.
Good.
That's
what? Think of the publicity.
I mean, if they go to, let's say, you start in Scotland and then the guy goes to Australia to begin with, and then his clue is for South America. You've got 3 episodes to get back to South America, and then his plane will blow up.
No. The magic of television. That'll all be in the one episode.
It's going to take a long time to film. I mean,
we'll
who's filming it? Are we filming it? How are we going to fund it?
Fucking Channel 4. Netflix.
Right.
It's $1 million. You win £1 million, right?
Okay.
$1 million.
Let's pitch it to the
Canadian dollars. You win $1 million, but we don't tell you which dollar it is. Right? It's fucking.
You win
Vietnam
$1 million.
dong.
Aye, you win. You win $1 million something, but you don't
dongs.
Know, you don't
win
know
$1 million dongs.
It's going to take a while to make, but
a year. But think of the viewing figure. But also it's Netflix, so they don't give a fuck. They've got hundreds of money.
They are holding all the cards at the moment, aren't they?
So, because I want to talk about Netflix a minute. But anyway, so back to Timpson's. 4 keys, 4 individual locks, 2 old school long ones, 2 wee Yale ones. How much? That was my original question.
Right. I still need to get
overloading you. Just
right.
Hit me.
You have gone in with 4 keys.
I have.
And a request.
Correct.
And the request being, make another one of each of these keys. Is that right?
My exact words were, how you doing, big man? Now, he had a shoe in his hand at the time. And I went, every time I'm in here, you're always holding a shoe.
Oh, that's the shoe guy. You're like, can you get me the keymaster?
He does it all. He's a fucking... I also didn't know Timpsons are owned by the cunts in the shop. See when you go into Timpson's and there's a guy there?
Oh,
he owns that Timpson's.
That is Timpson.
No, he owns it. It's
Aye.
It's a franchise.
Timpson. When you go in, he's in them all.
He's the Timpson.
He's omnipotent. That was the shoe guy. That's why this hasn't worked.
No, he was...
Because you went and asked the shoe guy to do your keys.
No, he's the fucking...
And he doesn't know how to say no. The customer service is through the roof.
He does it all. So shoes, watches...
You could wear the keys he's giving you.
On my feet.
And see these shoes? Get a shoe in that lock.
It was a shoe size key. So I've gone in and I went, my man, I says, I need a set of keys cut. And he says,
so a duplicate of each one. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I've given 4 keys, right? I gave him a bundle, 4 keys on it. I says, I need one copy of each one. I says, unless there's a deal on. Now I'm thinking the deal would be buy 2 keys, get 1 free, right? And he says, well, the deal is it's 3 for the price of 4. And I went, perfect, there's 4 keys. And he went, no, 4 sets. So it's 4 sets of keys for the price of 3. I went, I don't need 4 sets of keys, mate. I only need 1 set of keys because I need 1 for the wife and 1 for me, right? And he said, then he went, let me do you a deal. Because obviously I know, right, from watching a brief Timpson's documentary that the cunts in the shop own the shop. Right? That's how
you've no one in there. You've no one in there blind.
No, because
you
I
went in
know,
with 4 keys
I know,
and
right?
a loaded gun,
See,
effectively.
if ever you go to Timpson's, right, and they say to you, I need to ask a manager or I need to... Bullshit. They're the man. They're the man with all the power.
Okay.
They control it, right?
It's good information.
So he's went...
For the next time I'm in there,
he went,
which
let
is
me have
never...
a think. Let me have a think. I know when he ever...
I've never been in Timpson's... I don't think I've ever been in it.
I couldn't tell you the last time I got keys cut. That's how I was shocked at the price. So 4 sets of keys.
Did you get...
No, 1 set of keys.
I just use it for me.
1
and
set
that
of keys.
shoe.
That keys are good.
Fling that shoe in and we can talk about it.
Do you ever have a good fucking sniff of the shoes, my man, when it's downtime in here? See, when it's a downtime, mate, do you ever just have a good smell of dry cleaning and a right good sniff at the shoes? You would, if you worked in Townsend's, you've sniffed a shoe at some point.
Yeah.
Just because there's nothing else to do.
I think to get into that line of work, you need to be a bit of a shoe sniffer.
Oh,
don't you?
I have a fucking right good.
You need to appreciate it.
Do you think they can smell a shoe and tell you what's wrong with it?
They'll tell you what's wrong with the person that wore it, aye. But I could do that.
I wrote a sketch years ago, right? We wrote a fucking load of sketches to try and pitch to Channel 4 for these things called Blaps.
Was one of them 4 keys for Timpson's
Well,
on a different continent?
Let me tell you what the sketches were. So it was me, Jim Muir, right? And the sketches were, some of them were fucking spectacular. And if I ever, because you never know what's going to happen, if I ever make it and become famous, these sketches will be getting made and it'll be a 1 season and done because it'll never be recommissioned again. So one of them was called the a clown heist, right? A bank heist. And it was basically, imagine like in America, a big bank, right? Kind of like the Joker, right?
Mm-hmm.
So huge big American bank, everybody's in doing a business. Fucking fracas outside and a clown car comes firing around and 6 horrible looking clowns came out this thing like one big fat one, but they've all got like blood dripping off them. They're like kind of violent Halloween clowns, right? And they get into the bank to rob the bank.
Are they armed?
Heavily armed, right? And it's a very violent, aggressive bank heist, right? People getting fucking shot up and it's maybe shocking, but they're not there to steal money. They're there to steal noses. Right? Now, see, when I was young, my grandpa used to go, oh, got your nose, and I'd be like, fuck it, pure in a blind panic, right? So they go around stealing people's, holding out sacks, right? And like, just screaming at them, and people are putting like their phones in their wallet and they're emptying the phones and just, and they're like, oh, so they're wanting people's noses, right? And what they're doing is they're doing that kind of comedy thing where they steal your nose and pop it in the bag.
But they get like blades in their fingers or
so
something.
the next clown comes in and actually fucking rips people's noses off. So I was, but then, so they go through the whole bank and one of the clowns runs off and it's as if he's trying to break into the big fucking vault. So he's got the dynamite all set up and everything. And then they do the whole fucking and it blows up and there's a big massive beam of light and the 6 clowns all gather around and it's just tears down their face and pure joy as if they fucking reached nirvana. And then the camera pans round and sitting inside the vault is an old Hasidic Jew with a big giant fucking nose.
See,
right, so that was the
thing. Right, here's the thing. Right,
which is a
here's the
beautiful
thing. Right,
because they've got big noses.
I think this. It was working. It was working. I was on board with it. I thought
That's what takes it.
That just
that's what takes it up.
And I know it's just maybe a bit unnecessary.
No,
and listen, what the fuck are these
But
clowns about?
it's funny.
Why go? They could go anywhere. Why a bank?
because he's in the vault.
Ah, I see.
Right,
well,
the nose of all noses.
that was my right.
It's the bank nose. Right. The other one. The other one was talking about Timpsons and sniffing shoes. Was a police officer, kind of like Columbo, right? But he solves crimes through the power of how would you describe it? He can basically touch the victim, and he can see the victim's last 5 seconds, and he uses that power to solve crime. So he's a highly effective, highly respected police officer, and he's only used in violent crimes or murders, that kind of thing, right? Where they bring him out, he touches the body, and he sees the victim's last 5 seconds, a flashback, right? But what they don't realise is the only way he can use his powers is if he sucks their toe. So what happens is he comes in. The sketch is that he comes in. It's all like fucking. Oh my god, here he is, right?
So his reputation
Oh,
precedes
huge,
him.
right.
Right.
And then it's so his wee pals there, right? His wee handler, who's like his right hand man, and they tell him, female victim 23 found violently stabbed 14 times. We need your help with no leads on it. Do what I can. Takes his jacket off, rolls his sleeves up, and then his wee pals like, can you clear the room? We need the room cleared. And they're like, oh, of course. And they clear the room, and then he goes round the body, and you think he's going to touch it to like see it, and what happens is he takes their socks and shoes off, and then just very aggressive, slavers on their toes, but like his eyes roll back, and he's here, and that's him seeing. And then one of the coppers comes in, he like say something like, Sarge, we found it, and he sees it like gargling the toes. Gargling the toes. That was one of the sketches. They two have stuck with me forever. And I don't know why we never, those were never commissioned.
The thing is, well, I mean, why not? That one's all right, but you could.
That one's all right.
Well, the first one's fine apart from the bit, the vault. I mean,
what's wrong with that? He's just a guy with a big nose. You're making it weird. He's just got a beautiful nose.
But you could do the. You could have some fun with the last 5 seconds if it was a repeated sketch. You could have some fun with what I feel like that Columbo guy would need some sort of catchphrase at the end. You know, where you could do the wah 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 wah, and it could be like, oh, here goes another one, but it's somebody that's had their head sawed off or something like that. But you could have fun with the last 5 minutes. This is where I thought you were going to go. I thought it was going to be like a.
How we doing, team? DJ Gibbo here. Hope you are enjoying this episode. If you would like to listen back to some previous episodes, even from the very beginning, the first 90 episodes, that's right, 1 through 90, are available on the Patreon and on our website. So either become a hashtag hero and enjoy the full back catalogue, or go to the hashtagshow.co.uk, click on the Heroes tab, and then click on the number of the episodes that you want to listen to. Episodes 1 through 90. All you have to do is sign up. You just put in your email address, and then you can enjoy the first 90 episodes of the podcast through the website. Alternatively, again, you can become a hero because it's the best thing you can do. You'll feel better about yourself, and you'll be more fulfilled in your general day-to-day life. Become a hashtag hero. Patreon.com/the hashtag show, or go to the hashtagshow.co.uk, sign up on the website, and enjoy the first 90 episodes of the greatest podcast you've never heard of. Until then, back to the show.
I thought it was going to be like
you could have one where he comes in.
Vietnamese people trafficking cargo container he's opened up and he's going around some toes.
He comes in to solve a crime and clear the room. So they clear the room and socks and shoes off, and it's prosthetic feet, and he's fucked.
Aye. Or it could be clearly something.
And then the commissioner could be like, for God's sake, John, just touch the man. And he's like, I can't, I need to suck his toes. And just the relief of actually telling you how he does it. And then he just breaks down. That, and the other one that we had was a guy gets sexually assaulted off a trolley. Here's the scene. End of the night, supermarket's closing. There's a guy at the bottom of the car park, and he goes to put the trolleys back. The trolley boy.
Staff.
So the manager's coming and he's saying, that's us closed up for the night. And the wee trolley boy says, I'm just going to put the trolleys back. No worries. So puts one trolley in, and he's got the more camera pans round, and there's a trolley right at the very bottom of the car park. Right? So he starts walking over to get it.
That's midnight?
It's midnight, it's dark.
The trolley's
nothing in the car park. There's maybe 1 or 2 cars.
Spooky kind of.
Very. He goes to reach out to grab a trolley. He's startled, and it's the sound of the manager's car starting at the other side of the car park, so he turns round, and as he turns back, the trolley has moved slightly away from him. He goes to put his hand in the trolley again. The trolley moves of its own accord, and then he grabs the trolley. Camera pans out to reveal he's got a ring of trolleys around him. The trolleys attack him, drag him out of the bushes, right? And he's screaming, he's pulling his trousers down. You see a wheel going up his bum cheeks. Violent scene, right? And then you cut, and you go to another sketch. Something completely different, no reference to that. You don't reference it again.
The
And
clown
then-
sketch, for example.
For example, right. And then at the end of that episode, we would come back to that same young boy in a hospital room giving birth. Huge swollen pregnant belly, screaming, nurses, doctors, everybody's there. Something comes out of him and it's a small trolley, right? Nurses are slipping in the afterbirth. The wee trolley scooting about. There's horrible scenes. He's screaming, why is this happening? Why is this happening? And an old man with a Jack Russell Doug walks past the hospital room and looks in to the absolute melee that's happening, and then just turns and looks to the camera and says, always put your trolleys back. And that's the sketch. That's it. End. Again,
That's quite dark.
very dark.
I
But
think
there's humour in dark. What's dark about the noses?
it's not dark about it. It just seems a trifle unnecessary, that was all.
If you're a clown, you're a nose thief, and you get a chance to steal one of the greatest noses on earth, you wouldn't steal it. Have you seen that thing that's going around social media? The guy in the oldie days, he had a fucking 8-inch nose.
No. I've not seen it.
I'll need to try and find it on add up here. Some guy, he
When
was
you
like
say the olden days, what we're talking?
72. It was one. Remember, like when I was like, you know, the Greatest Showman, like traveling circuses, like come and see the hairiest woman or the world's fucking strongest man.
Oh, right,
he
right.
was part of that, but he had a fucking heavy gonk and 8-inch nose on him, an 8-inch schnauzer. And see the weirdest thing about it
Is it real?
Aye, it's real. His nostrils are still up where your nostrils are, and then he's just got a fucking full cock nose.
Oh, he's maybe got some extra
Cartilage.
cartilage that's... is it real? Or
It's,
is it,
no, it's real, aye. It's real.
because I think some of them were... somewhat faked, were they not? I know
So
that
you
some
think
stuff's real.
the hairy woman's just a
I
woman
don't know.
rolling about here?
I think back in the day, I think some of the stuff was a bit fake, was it not?
I don't know. Mate. I'd like to think no. I'd like to think that all of these people were honest travellers, honest gypsies.
It's still a thing, though.
Hairy
It's still
women,
a
I
thing.
know.
No. Now more than ever.
Right, so my keys, how much? Two Yale, 2 big ones.
I don't know, 20 quid.
£30.
Oh, was it?
And I thought that was a lot.
I
Now,
think that was 20 quid was a lot.
It was maybe 35.
He's got you a fiver off.
He's gave me a fiver off.
Did you give him a sniff of your trainer?
No, he wasn't ready for that yet.
So why did he give you a fiver off? What
I
did
don't
you
know,
do?
because he just went, because you're only taking one set. And I went, how many keys
One
make a
set wanker. He's like, oh, these fucking one set.
Aye.
Ball bags coming in.
But
Who
then
do you think they are?
I paid him cash, so that's not going until.
Getting right into the shoe.
Let's get rid of the big shoe.
So, £20.
£30 it was.
I thought, £30.
£30.
That's expensive.
I think that's
I
expensive.
think that's really expensive.
But then we're living in a time, mate, you know, where there's nothing cheap.
Do you know why it's even double expensive? Because none of them work. Because you tried to get in that door to the studio, and I managed to get a full £quarter standing watching you do
You
it.
did, aye, you did.
And I could feel I could feel things become less and less comfortable as the time went on.
Well, see, not very long ago, I had to put that door in there. The door to your right, my left, I had to put it in. So I had stupidly, there's 2 doors in and out here, and I had gone out of the side door, leaving the latch on, and because that door doesn't open for the outside, there was no way of getting into this room because I'd locked that door for the inside. So I had to just go out and fucking put the shooter in and put the door in. And also at the time,
So did you break it? Is it fixed?
I had to
now?
break it. It's fixed now, aye. I had to reattach the frame. But at the same time, I was thinking to myself, you know that way when you do something masculine, right? You do something physically demanding, right? That only a man can do, right? Something that involves a bit of brute force. Turning the handle and get the fucking shooter right in it.
Yeah.
I was impressed for a brief second that I managed to put a door in with my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I've had to do it.
When you've realised you've cost yourself another 400 quid.
But then I did start to panic and go, that was... now, was that easy just because I'm a fucking machine? Or could anybody just turn up here and take my whole studio away
a
from me?
swift turn of thought process. Yeah.
Aye. A swift handle and a fucking heavy shooter in.
But she's fixed now.
She's fixed now, aye.
And the keys, I mean, how did you eventually get them work? Because I kind of had to walk away. And I tell you, the point when I know when to walk away, and it's when you phone Laura, and I was like, I don't want any part of this conversation that's going to come next.
Yeah.
But you know how you know it was super tense because there was so few words spoken. She never even said hello when you rang her. Like, she doesn't even say hello. Like, you phoned her and then it just clicked on and you went, any problems locking the door tonight? And she went, no, it's the black one.
Yep.
And then you hung up. Yep. That was all that was said, and it was fucking. It's
like your mum and dad arguing.
Aye, like aye, not like they're fucking everyone's through gritted teeth. Do you have any problem with the keys? No, it's the black one. Oh, that was it. Off.
That was it.
And then to be fair,
I was in.
It was the black one.
No, I was using the wrong key. You know,
but then again,
but I could feel that disdain in her voice, going, "That fat dick's using the wrong key."
I mean, I don't know what to say.
No, the thing is, see, I would say, and this may be a problem with Timpson's, right? See, if I am getting keys cut for separate locks, I don't think that another key for another lock should be able to enter the lock it's not for.
Well, that shows you what you don't know about locking, then.
Right? There's nothing worse.
Keys will fit, but few will turn, my man. The Lord said, Proverbs verse 13.
Let me tell you this right now.
Many keys will fit, many locks, my man, but not a key will turn.
What that actually means, because this is a problem with the gospel. People need to understand the gospel, and they need to understand what it means. That means a tart's a tart, and you just need to find one key and stick with it. That's right. It's not to do with locks and keys.
Well, this is it.
Right?
You've got it. But no, it's about Timpson.
If you've got a key for a lock, that key should not physically go in any other lock.
That was impossible.
So the orange key went in, whole heat in, and quarter turn.
That's impossible.
And the black one was fishing about.
But there aren't enough combinations. There aren't enough.
Get it out. Come on, get it out. Don't have a
There's
stroke.
not enough possible combinations of shapes to make that.
Aye, there is.
There would only, if that's how you wanted to do it, there would only be like 6 keys in the whole world.
That's all we need.
You know what I mean? So
one key
find
to
the
bind
most.
them. One key to. What? Remember the old days? You know, in school when the Johnny would be like, "I've got one key." The Johnny would have a magical key that would open every fucking door.
Well, there's only that's the Janet at your school's got one. What about the other 5 then? If there's you're only there's.
There was only 2 Johnnies. What are you talking about?
There would only be like, honestly, there'd be a handful of keys for the universe.
Do you know how in your house you should just have one key for every fucking door? How have we not got wands? How have we not got magic wands yet?
Well, we do, don't we, really?
But that's for your wife.
I
don't know what door you're opening with that wand.
It's got... I tell you, they have...
How you doing, team? DJ Gibbo here. Quick one. Hope you're enjoying this episode, first and foremost. There are a number of ways that you can support the show. You can follow us on social media, or you can become a hashtag hero. It's the best way to support the show, and it's the only way to hear every single episode in its entirety and without interruption. Because the thing is, when this episode stops playing for the council scumbags, the show continues on Patreon for heroes. Now, I'm not here to say that all hashtag heroes are better than council scumbags. That's not for me to say. But what I will say is that people who are hashtag heroes, who give back to the show, who give back to the podcast that has given them so much over the years, those people live happier lives, live longer lives, and are having more frequent sex. That's a fact. We've done a poll. So if you want to feel better about yourself, if you want to have more sex in your life, and you want to listen to each of these episodes in their entirety without interruptions like this, become a hashtag hero. Go to thehashtagshow.co.uk. You can follow the links there to Patreon, or you can go to patreon.com/the hashtag show, and you can sign up today. You will get every episode in its entirety, uninterrupted, along with any extra content that we put out. Become a hashtag hero. You deserve it. You can't be a scumbag your whole life.
I've got some power.
They fucking have. I tell you, listen, see if you're ever making a cake and your mixer's broke. Fucking rat one of the bad boys in. Especially if you get one that mains powered. 240 volts. Thank fuck it's waterproof. See, we're talking about wands, magic wands, right? Not a big fan of Harry Potter.
No.
I quite like the movies,
Don't like his attitude.
but I'm not a fan of Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
See everybody else in the film, brilliant. Harry Potter's a cunt. I think Harry Potter, I don't know his name, the actor who plays Harry Potter
Daniel Radcliffe.
and the actor who plays Frodo is two of the worst castings in the history of Hollywood.
It's Daniel Radcliffe, isn't it? And Frodo
Baggins.
Elijah Wood.
Yep.
Is that his name?
Both of them, I think if you take them out of the films and cast them with anybody else, they're instantly better films. Will Smith, take Harry Potter out and replace Harry Potter with Will Smith, instantly better film. Same way with Frodo Baggins. The two of them are the shittest actors and characters in the film.
Well, fully grown Will Smith.
Fully grown. Will Smith now, right?
Mm-hmm. And now today's Will Smith.
Today's Will, after the slapping.
The Will Smith that's bouncing back.
Yes.
Well, right enough. He's appointed proof.
In Scarborough.
He's appointed proof.
Right. So, my point, Harry Potter, right? Once in London, I found out that, so I had an Oyster card for the tube, right, for travel. And then I would see people just tapping bank cards. And I was asking a guy I knew once going, what's the deal with the bank card? Because I keep going and filling this Oyster card up. And he says, mate, if you're on and off the tube all day, you're probably better using your bank card. Because what happens is if you tap on and tap off with your bank card all day, it will only charge you a certain amount. Right?
I'm loving how this is going to link to Will Smith as Harry Potter.
Well, it's no, but it's going to link to Harry Potter. So that was the thing. So I started using my bank card instead of going and topping up an Oyster card, right? So say I'm on and off 10 times, it would only charge me maybe, say, for 4 journeys, right? Mm-hmm. Whereas my Oyster card would be fucking dinging it all the time. So I'm queuing to get on the tube, go through the barriers, ding my wee card, and a guy in front of me tapped a magic wand. A genuine fucking Harry Potter.
Like one of the wooden ones?
One of the wooden ones.
A fat end and a thin end? Or are we talking 80s dodgy?
No, we're talking
kids
like
entertainer with
an
black
official,
and white, the white
tip. The cunt's been to Harry Potter land in Orlando, and he's done the whole, pick a sorting hat, Harry. What fucking wand do you want? Right, and they've brought a wand out. Like they do now with the lightsabers. It's just another way to get your money. You seen the videos of them building their lightsabers? Yeah. Right, so it's like...
So he's got a real
HP wand, right? And he's done a fucking Operamus. Tapped it, and the fucking barrier's open. And I, like, out loud went, no way. Now, because I went, no way, cunts are looking at me. Because obviously in London, nobody fucking talks unless they're blowing things up. They just get on and fucking move. And I was like, I need to fucking find out. So we're standing queuing to go on the tube. And I just says to the guy, says, mate, I'm sorry, boy, I've got to ask the fucking wand thing, man. What's the deal? And he told me, if you take the chip out of your bank card or your Oyster card and you put somehow attach the chip to anything, that can be, because when you tap your card, it doesn't matter. You sometimes tap your card at the wrong end, and it doesn't work. You need to come at the chip end. You could put it in the end, mate.
If you were, you could pop it under your bonnet, couldn't you?
Excuse me?
You could
put it in your bell end.
Aye.
You could do it.
I mean, not in it, but you could under there. You could put it under your flap, couldn't you?
You could do it.
And you could attach it.
You could attach it to like your forehead and just fucking headbutt stuff.
The guy with the big 8-inch nose could just put it in his nose and they could just
tap
his, like a
dick
toucan
on it. You could do anything. And see, since then, every now and again it comes up, especially when I have to like tap my card.
The fact that he's done that is amazing.
I think it's brilliant. I honestly think it's brilliant. And he's wearing his wee wand.
Did he have...
Here we go.
Did he have any other kind of gear on? Like,
yes.
Get up with that?
Right. What did you think you had on?
Oh, I mean...
A cape. Yes. He had a cape, and the wand went back inside.
Now...
The cape?
Yeah, I mean, was there anything else about the lad that me...
He had a tail? No, I don't know. He just had a cape. He just looked like
Did he have both his eyes?
He did have both his eyes.
Was he...
He just had a cape on. But again, it's like, it's London. I mean, it's not the weirdest thing you're going to see kicking about.
But that's great. So he was Harry Potter dressed.
He's obviously
See, when
full
he did
on.
it, did he just did he just like sort of put it quickly back, or did he do a wee twirl and a pop?
I'm going to be honest, I didn't see. All I saw was a hand gesture right? And then I looked and went, what the fuck is that's a wand? And he lit, it's got like a square, and then inside the square is the symbol of so he proper like tapped in the middle of that, and the fucking thing's open, and I went, no way. I'm like, mate, you're a wizard, Harry. It was wild. But then I thought,
what was his haircut like?
I can't remember.
What age was he?
I would say at the time he was probably younger than me, so I'd say maybe late 20s, maybe just turned 30.
Got him a bowl cut then, hasn't it?
But, mate, honestly, that time when I was doing London for a couple of months, I remember just sitting in the tube going, this is like a time capsule. Like because it was so expensive to live. I saw a guy with the first ever iPod, like a Gen 1 iPod.
Aye.
And I remember going like, what the fuck has he time travelled? How is he still with the proper, like the wheel?
Yeah.
And then I'm going, no, it's because it's so expensive to live here.
I used to go to London to visit a mate of mine who lived just right next to the Egg. And it was just some of the wildest, obviously before kids and before, I think it was before I was even married and all that. And
The big egg.
Aye, the big egg, aye. The big egg, man. Just like the one in Ibiza, but bigger. He used to live right next to it. And we would just go and actually I went down to London, right? And it wasn't the last time I went, but I was in my early 20s. I used to do TV extra work. I don't know if you knew that, but you know that, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So still game and
aye.
I've done all the major Scottish
you've
shows.
done it all.
A lot of them, right?
Done it all.
But my agent, because I had an agent,
Brilliant.
phoned me and he was like that.
You're not going to believe this.
Yeah, I've got something for you.
Yes.
Like, what is it? I went, what is it? He went, have you ever heard of the shoe bomber? And I was like, that guy. And there was a guy
on the plane.
An Asian terrorist who went on a plane with a bomb in his shoe.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, these guys in London. Straight away, I'm like, aye.
Keep talking.
There's a whatever channel, History Channel or something like that, is making a documentary.
Yep.
So they're talking about it, but they want to dramatise some of the bits and like that. They're needing a guy to play the shoe bomb, and he's like, what do you think?
I'm like, can I wear a turban?
I'm growing my beard and I'm on the plane, so I went for a sunbed.
No, you did not. That's amazing.
And I grew my beard.
Amazing.
I grew my beard. It was already quite long, and I left it long.
That's amazing. That's it. And you're slagging me because I've got an old Jewish guy in a fucking vault.
And I went to London, and I thought I'll use this as an excuse to go and see my mate who lived in there.
This is a hashtag show.
How we doing, team? DJ Gibbo here. Hope you are enjoying this episode. If you would like to listen back to some previous episodes, even from the very beginning, the first 90 episodes, that's right, 1 through 90, are available on the Patreon and on our website. So either become a hashtag hero and enjoy the full back catalogue, or go to the hashtagshow.co.uk, click on the Heroes tab, and then click on the number of the episodes that you want to listen to. Episodes 1 through 90. All you have to do is sign up. You just put in your email address, and then you can enjoy the first 90 episodes of the podcast through the website. Alternatively, again, you can become a hero because it's the best thing you can do. You'll feel better about yourself, and you'll be more fulfilled in your general day-to-day life. Become a hashtag hero. Patreon.com/the hashtag show, or go to the hashtagshow.co.uk, sign up on the website, and enjoy the first 90 episodes of the greatest podcast you've never heard of. Until then, back to the show.
This is a hashtag
And I went down on the Friday. I think the audition was meant to be the Saturday or something like that. So on the Thursday night, I went down, and I think I flew down. I can't remember how I got down, but by the time I got there, I was met him. We went out, and we absolutely, and I had no money. I had nothing. I had no money. I had enough. I had bought my ticket down and back. And he went out on the Friday. We went out on the Thursday night and just got like crazy, like
Mongoed.
yeah. Well,
Aye.
and then the Friday I was burst. So he went out and I just stayed in his flat myself.
And did he go to the audition?
No. The phone never. This is the thing. And the thing is, this is how mad I was when I was younger. The guy who phoned me to offer me the audition sort of phoned me on the Thursday, and I don't think he even fully explained what it was. I think he just said, have you heard of the Shoe Bomber? There's these guys in London making a documentary. And I went, I'm there.
Aye.
Right? And I've just took my excitement. I've hung the phone up before he's even finished it. And I went to London, And then he's just never got in touch with me again.
Brilliant.
Nothing.
So
and
you
then,
never went to the
and I
audition?
never even bothered. No.
Amazing.
And I never even bothered phoning him back or anything.
Brilliant.
And I think it was the last time I spoke to him. But that wasn't. Do you know what I did once as well? I once drove to Arbroath to be to audition, or it wasn't even audition. It was just to get a fit for a part to play a policeman. You know that film, The Stone of Destiny, with Robert Carlyle. You ever seen it? So it's about how the guys that tried to steal the Stone of Destiny from London or whatever. And this guy who was the same agent was like, right, I've got a job for you. That where is it this time? He's like, Arbroath. I'm like, I'm there. So I drove all the way to Arbroath. And
I'm tanning as we speak.
Aye. And when I got there, they were like, "Oh, Ross," they were like, "Right, so you're going to be police officer?" I was like, "Aye." They went, "Well, here's your uniform." She was looking at me all funny, and then they showed me this old 1950s or whatever style uniform hanging up, and it was massive,
Right?
Looked like Darth Vader's cloak and helmet. She went, "There's no way that's going to fit you." She went, "I've not got anything for you." She went, "You can't be in the film." And I was there for less than 3 minutes, and she went, "You just need to go."
Oh my God.
And I just turned around and literally got back in my car and drove all the way back home again.
And you don't get paid?
I get nothing for either of those jobs, but that was me working as an actor. That was when I was trying to make it as an actor. That's what it's like.
It's a hard game. It's a hard game.
So I'm thinking about getting back into it. I think it's time, I'm like Daniel Day-Lewis, you know what I mean? I really call myself an actor, but I see when I do a project,
Aye, you're in it.
I'm fully submersed.
Well, he's out doing his pottery or something, isn't he? He's making plates.
That's what he does.
What the fuck's he
and
doing?
then every 5 years he'll make a film.
And he'll come out and make some...
Me and him are on that. Me and him are doing...
It's
me and
a
him are playing a
creative
different
spirit.
game. We're playing a different...
Aye.
I'm not chasing Hollywood. And I'm an artist.
Yeah, mate. And you go where the art is.
I go where it is. I mean, whether I get an audition or not,
Doesn't matter.
I'm there.
It doesn't
The
matter.
thing is, I'm there anyway, whether I'm auditioning or not. That's how committed I am.
See, you're talking about art. Somebody once said to me that people who chase money chase death. People who chase life chase art.
Okay.
Right? Quickly followed by never leave a room where you are king.
Where did you
That
hear
was a
that?
2-bit of advice
From who?
from Tom Stade.
Oh, right. To you? Did he
So we
get...
were having this really deep conversation right after the gig. Me and him done a gig in Edinburgh. And it was all about like how you just need to like chase your art. Don't people who focus on money or do like I want to do this thing or I want to do that thing or I want to make this amount of money or I want that house. It's never going to happen to you. You just if you've got a talent, focus on your art and go, this is what I'm doing. And if people don't like it, they're not the people for me. Focus on your art.
Who cares if you've not heard the end of the conversation with your agent? Get a sunbed and get on a plane.
Grow a beard and get on a plane, right? And then, so we're now like an hour and a half after this gig and just being brilliant in the room. And I was like, right, Tom, I says, let's go, man. I need to drive you home. Let's go. And I've got to get back to fucking Glasgow at this point from Edinburgh. I was like, let's go up the road. And he's like, Scary, never leave the room when you're king. And I was like, we've been here for fucking 90 minutes.
He's mad though. He's doing a gig somewhere nearby, I think, soon.
He must be, yeah. He's always touring.
It came up on my... I know, but I think he's doing it in... I think it's Scotland.
Oh, he's all over Scotland. His tours all over the UK. He'll be everywhere.
I saw him at that one of those Comedy Cronies events that I think you booked him, and he'd come in just to do... He was playing on the Sunday night, I think, at somewhere like the SEC or something like that, or sort of, I don't know, some big venue, and he just decided to do this Sunday afternoon as like a wee warm-up. And he was amazing, man. He just totally just did a freestyle. It wasn't a routine. He was just doing I don't know what you would even call it. He was just chatting to folk in the room.
Aye,
but,
he's brilliant, man. He's one of the best.
But Joe Deacon was also in the room
Brilliant.
and wouldn't leave him alone.
Brilliant.
And eventually he just was like, Tom was like, Joe, I gotta tell you, man, you're fucking pissing me off, man. Joe, you gotta shut up, man. And Joe just kept shouting out, Tom, what happened? Hey, what happened? What's going on in the Middle East and all that? Joe, I gotta tell you, man. I'm fucking sick of you, man. It was well
fucking one of the best, man.
But he was amazing. It was amazing. And he actually, do you know, and I know I'm not just, I didn't just imagine this, but he was going round the room. He was going round the room. I think I was having a shitty day. And I was using that as my excuse to get out. And he was going round the room and he was looking at photos. We were quite close to the front. I went with Mal, and I don't know if Darren was there as well. You were obviously backstage just doing but he was looking around the room, and I was sitting, I was kind of laid back, and I was just enjoying it, but I was like, I wasn't wanting involved, and he was looking at everybody, he was picking on it, and he looked at me, and I was like, and I don't know how rare that is for a comedian, but I was like, it's not happening, man.
The other ones, you just move on.
I don't know if that's a thing or not, but I was like, no, not the day, man. But he was amazing. But I was surprised to see him that, because when I saw him that day, he was all rugged, and his beard was all grown, his hair was fucking everywhere, and he had just like jeans and a shirt on. But then when I saw him, so I went and checked. It's the first time I'd ever seen him, and I went and checked him out, and he'd been on like what's the thing on the BBC Live at the Apollo and all
that was his.
But he was all pristine and shirt and all that, and he was good, but it wasn't as good as what we'd seen in that comedy club.
He's brilliant. Man. He's absolutely brilliant. We did a gig.
Never leave room with you, King. And who was in it? Just you and him?
Just me and him at this point in the audience. Never leave. Scary. Never leave the room.
And what was the other bits of advice they gave you?
People who chase money.
Chase death.
Chase,
was that?
But all I remember was people who chase art, chase life. Or people who chase life, chase art, something like that. And the whole point was, do it, listen, Scotty, do it. No, if you chase money, you chase death. If you chase art, you chase life.
Okay.
This is a hashtag show.
That's us for another episode. If you are a council listener, that's it. This episode is over. But more continues for heroes on the Patreon. This is not the end of this conversation. Remember, every single episode continues for more on Patreon, only for hashtag heroes. So sign up today, become a hero today, and enjoy the rest of this episode and all episodes to come. Uninterrupted, unfiltered, no breaks, every episode in its entirety. Patreon.com/the hashtag show, or go to the hashtagshow.co.uk and follow the links to become a hashtag hero and enjoy the rest of the episode you've just been listening to. Treat yourself. You deserve it. For less than the price of a pint every month, you can become a hashtag hero, enjoy every episode, and support the show. Support the show so we can do more things, wonderful things, wacky things, and get some cool guests on. Hashtagshow.co.uk or patreon.com/the hashtag show. Become a hashtag hero today. Until next week, scumbags, look after yourself, stay safe, Chucky Allah, we are the people. We'll see you next week. Onwards.